Hello, everyone. This is Lori with Three Keys Astrology, and I'm an intuitive reader, advanced astrologer for Astrolata. All of my services are available at astrolata.com, as well as separate services listed at Three Keys Astrology. For those of you that were interested in studying astrology, I am now only teaching one-on-one. The experience I've had, it's a very nice interaction. So get on board if you're interested in that. This is your weekly forecast we're going to take it a little longer. My weeklies go Saturday to Saturday, but this week we are talking 23 to 31. Everyone knows it's Halloween, but not everyone likes Halloween. I'm somebody who doesn't. Um, Masks. Um, I've never liked masks. Not on little dolls, not on little toys. Tell me below how you feel. Are you someone who just gets so into it? And if you do tell us, let us know what your three keys are: your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So this week is something that I've been talking about. If you've missed the previous weekly horoscopes for the month of October, do check them out. I gave you some nice, really mottos to have, like do not confuse what is with what you want it to be. I talked to you how strong and important it is to be balanced. I ask you to pay a good attention and even name in a picture form or imaginative realm how other people make you feel. So, for instance, and then realize I'm responsible for myself. They're responsible for themselves. Their reactions don't need to be my issues, they're theirs. So, there's this intricate paradox going on psychologically as we move into the age of Aquarius. And Pluto went forward, and we had a new moon in Libra. But on the 20th, we have a full moon in Aries of October. So, there's two really big things going on besides that paradox of deciding whether we want to be partnered and in a relationship, whether we're respected as individuals, and whether or not this is the right time to begin something new for each person that's watching this video, or whether it's time to end something that's been old and stale for a very long time. And I'm talking 2008 and especially 2018. Now, the besides the paradox of finding balance in cooperation, with a new moon in Libra saying, couple, cooperate, attachment matters, you're nothing without anyone. That's something they can truly work on. But do you have unresolved issues with others that need to be closed, healed, washed clean, forgiven, so that that's possible? Or you are at the stage of a relationship where you're just realizing, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, I can't take it anymore. I am spent. I am done, doner than done, and it's time for me to move on. Because that's really likely. For those of you that don't know, on my Three Keys Astrology channel, last year, the day after Christmas, I gave an assessment and video in a little cute character form of the energy for 2021. That video you can find, I shared it with Lotta. It's called Riding Lightning in a Fire Snorting Bull. These last days of October, from the 23rd Saturday to the end of the month, have the pinnacle of that caustic hot energy where I liken Uranus to amping up an act on an electric chair, where I likened Uranus, Mars, and Pluto to be hung over and drinking all night long fireball, and they're just up to no good. So this end of this month, the hidden realm of deceit and betrayal is super high, guys. We can't hide it. There's something better than that, though. Not only the moon Libra helping us put in check what we need and what we want, but there's a beautiful spot in the Milky Way in our galaxy for all of us living on planet Earth with these beautiful planets that we astrologers love to study, analyze, and teach. And that is like an umbilical cord on a newborn baby in your own body that's there for life. We have an umbilical cord, this tiny little belly button in the center of the universe at 27 degrees Sagittarius. People that are born there really bring a lot of new life, new ideas, and higher ideals to planet Earth. If any of your sun, moon, and rising sign are on that. So pay attention, Sagittarius. You listen, Aries, because you're kind of a pickle and you're in a pickle. So listen closely because this beautiful Venusian energy is so good that can counter anything that's going on in those erratic, irrational, and deceitful, deceptive others. So you can totally go into meditation and totally get into the energy of the Venus in Sagittarius at the galactic center. It is incredible. It's also going to help you connect your heart to your belly button, to that being that is soul, that needs love, wants to be attached because Venus does. Venus is the wife in the chart. Venus is the kind of woman a man desires. And passion and desire are going to be hot. A full moon in Aries um, really begs the question, am I acting like a lone wolf? Am I antisocial? How many friends do I have? How nice am I? How well do I share? Am I better off alone? Because that's really not true in God's design, actually. And so, if you know people that are, walking around with their collar up and their head down and glasses on, we're going to see a lot more of these creatures. It is the time of the year when the light on the planet's getting darker. But between the power of the galactic center and the new moon in Libra that still will be with us through her phases until next October, you can totally decide to be reborn and with Libran energy. You see, Venus rules Libra. And now in Sagittarius, she's saying and making you feel maybe like, I deserve a better relationship. I'd like to be respected by all my colleagues. And really get you guys get raw and naked to the truth with yourselves about your feelings and whether or not you're living your philosophy. We are living in the time of a pandemic. We've not seen this much death on planet Earth, none of us in our lifetimes. Make no mistake that you need to live. You have to want to live. You have to have the will and the desire to be healthy, to be good, and to be energetic. For all of us light workers, healers, and the angels that are on the earth, they need us badly this last few days of October. The whole world does. So without even getting too deep or into anyone else's business, just know that every single person you meet and greet these last days of October need some encouragement, need to be feel supported, need a little extra money if that's what you have, need a little bit of help if that's what you have. So I'm asking all of you, step up. It's natural for most of us anyway that do this kind of energy healing and work. And so back again, if you're new to the channels, Three Keys Astrology or Alada's channel, where I'm a new intuitive advanced astrologer and reader since summertime, um, see that video. And don't think just because I produced it at the end after Christmas in 2020 that it's not relevant now. It's actually very relevant. You see, when we are going through episodes in our lives, no matter who we are, and they can be brand new relationships where we fall in love. I've got a video on my channel talking about the planetary progress of a relationship. That's really on point right now because the truth is, people that act antisocial, that are lone wolves, are the people who need the most love, that have felt neglected, pushed out to the fringes of society. And people that do social work absolutely know this, like sociologists and people who work in the public and serve in religious social reform. So that video, Riding Lightning in a Fire Snorting Bull, I hope will make you smile. I made you characters out of Mars, Pluto, and Uranus. I explained why they're especially triggering us that are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Now, Sun's moving into Scorpio as for this last bit of energy. All of you know what kind of energy that is. That's dark. That's where all the secrets are. That's where all the bones are thrown in the closets and underground. And that kind of energy brings about empowers those people that live in those dark realms. And they are going to be out, make no mistake. Um, this is the energy of the ego. This is the energy of people that are maniacal. This is the energy of people that are selfish. And there's this horrible thing that goes on. I don't know if you guys know about it. I don't want to be the one announcing it because it really upsets me, like deep in my belly. Maybe it's because I'm a double Taurus and I love cows and bulls and bisons and buffalo and big, huge animals, especially horses. But this story is about bulls. So while I'm against bullfighting, I hate it. And like I said, there's something core and spiritual and soulful for the reason I do. But some maniacal, crazy person, and then monkeys who imitate other monkeys and mankind jumped on the bandwagon, and now it's a thing, a really bad thing. And that's a lot of what the last 10 days of October feel like. They started not only the heinous cruelty that is bullfighting, but they're actually lighting the horns of the bull on fire. And that, I mean, I hope you feel a gut punch and anger against that as much as I do. And so Latin American countries mostly do this sort of thing. You know, anybody that's doing it in America, report them. This is just so horrible. One's horns, I'm a traumatic brain injury survivor, so I've had a really um, incredible glimpse into and still live with what's heightened. My senses are heightened. I'm almost like a raw antenna when it comes to dirty energy and fluorescent lighting and Wi-Fi signals. That they actually make me very sick. And our country is full of that. So the horns of animals are little tiny sweet little bugs and beetles. Like I love to look. The tinier the insect, like more cute and joyful the child in me gets. Little tiny eyes, little tiny antenna, little tiny feet. There's so many incredible creatures that are unseen on this earth. Please show your kids and grandkids. They'll be astonished that there's this whole other world going on in the grass or in the thick of the foliage wherever you live. So, back to the point of the matter, antennas are warning signals, and they are actually the energy that is Uranian. Now, Uranus is a higher octave of Mercury, and so these are our feelers, and our brains and our bellies are our feelers. But a bull and any animal with a horn, deer, this is their sensitivity, that's their antenna. And imagine somebody lighting you on fire. That imagery is so important because I want you to know that angry, nasty others are about and out. And there honestly are people on this planet that don't have a conscience. And there honestly are people capable of crime, murder, and mutilation for other people. And as I explained in your weekly videos prior to this, passive aggression and cruel words are just and sometimes more harmful than physical aggression. It's high, guys. So, for all of us that are interested in love and relationships and being attached, knowing that we're nothing without our families, tap into that beautiful Sagittarian Venus. For all of you that are Sagittarius, this is a great time to love. If you're having babies now, they're going to be so heartfelt and sweet when babies are conceived at this time, oh my God, you won't believe how beautiful they are. I have a little grandson that was made during this amazing time, and he is highly spiritual. So, um, if your Venus is in Sagittarius, you are absolutely feeling good, feeling like you want to be in love, feeling like you want to make a change in law and in philosophy, and helping us progress into the Aquarian age. If you are Sun, Moon, or Sagittarius rising, it's almost your birthday. But this blessing, while it's dark, and Sagittarians don't like scorpionic energy. They're fire, they're mental fire, and they're smart, they're intellectual, and they're not interested in crime, pornography, killing, and all this dark stuff that is so Scorpio, like cancers and tumors and necrotic tissues. That's the realm of Scorpio. Be careful if you're being mean. Be very, very careful because everything that you're putting out is going to bounce right back and poison your own body. Lotta and Crossy made an incredible video about the Seven Sisters Pleiades And well, it was Crossy's work and Lotta's intervening her wisdom, which we are crazy about, of course. She's my favorite astrologer, and I love most of the astrologers that she's brought to the fore. And Crossy is right up there in my book. And the girls were talking about the Seven Sisters Pleiades and that monster star Algol, who in Greek literature and on the big screen in film is depicted as Medusa, snakes crawling out of her head, and she's so ugly and so mean. She's able to turn mankind to stone and they crumble and fall. And that's really about ego. But anything snakes or anything crawling or anything scorpionic, it's devilish. It comes from the realm of the underworld. However, Sagittarius has arrows of spirituality, high mental fire that are shooting your mind to, you can do better. And they also have a real big, strong calling to law. If they are interested in a crime, they're interested in stomping it out. They make excellent lawyers, policemen, undercover detectives, because Sagittarius is a philosopher. Their arrows do aim high, and they are shooting out ethic. So you get to choose, and you actually get to measure, like I've talked in the last few videos. Do not confuse what is with what you want it to be. Take good measure. Do you have three characters in your life that are like Uranus and Pluto and Mars, three malefics? Because energy is contagious, when bad energy comes together, it gets bigger and things get spun out of control. That's why I've always encouraged, especially in 2018, when Mars was so close to the Earth and there was so much tension for the cardinal signs. That's why I encouraged all of you not to participate in protests that turned violent and deadly, and then real property was being destroyed. Some of that might come back up, guys, because we're still in a cardinal cross and we still have a big fixed dilemma no matter what sign we are. But mostly the people feeling the frustration and agitation with hot others that are lighting horns on fire and inflating, trying to upset people, get to going. By the way, I want you to know, Remedy, this isn't the best one I've ever owned, but if any of you are Venusian like I am, double Taurus, if any of you are Libra, copper is our metal. Now, Venus is in Sagittarius, so red stones and copper metal is absolutely, and copper ingested. Make sure you're getting enough copper in a vitamin supplement because it actually is a vasodilator. It helps for heart beating issues, for critical situations, for high blood pressure, for palpitating hearts when somebody is unkind and somebody is cruel, for adrenaline rushes that cause all of this cholesterol buildup. Heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure need to be tended for sure for the next, all through until Thanksgiving. There's something else I said about that too. Okay, so back to the story about the rodeo and this god awful and maniacal idea to light a bull's horns on fire and then have a bullfight. I think that's just pure insanity. That's the kind of thing that you can expect from unhinged people, people that are unstable, people that are cruel, people that stalk, people that crime and sneak around the back are here. Our sun in Scorpio is approaching and getting closer and closer to Neptune as we get closer to Thanksgiving. I mean, it starts now, but it's approaching. So I'm asking you, as a double strong Taurus who's got good strong reason, again, do not confuse what is with what you want it to be. And I want you not to believe it. Say, show me the proof. I need to see it before my eyes. Deception is gonna be high, guys. So strangers approaching you, people that have already misused you, are going to come back for a little revenge. Are going to come back to be a little bit vindictive. And um, stay away from crowd and mob mentality because there's going to be problems. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo, watch out for electrical fires. Watch out for fire in general. Make sure the electrical system in your vehicles are working and good. Accident energy is high. When people lose their minds and hurry and rush and push and shove, and people that keep trying to push you, push you, push you, consider them maniacal. Consider them and name them. After you watch my video, Riding Lightning in a Fire Snorting Bull, go see and go name your three nemesis. Which one's acting like Mars? Which one shocks the hell out of you like Uranus? Which one is conniving, dirty, and devilish, satanic even, and malicious like Pluto? Name those characters since it's Halloween time. And for those of you that are like me that hate that date, make sure you know who your nemesis are, your enemies are. And I mean frenemies, and I mean secret enemies and open enemies. We all have them. They're going to be celebrating their dirty deeds. So pay good attention. Like I said, this kind of energy is the kind of energy that makes your head feel like it's going to explode. You're like, what are you talking about? Where did you come up with that idea? That's insane. I taught you last in one of the videos for the weekly scopes an instant calming of the central nervous system. Trust me, I am so good now at taking you into meditation. If you're students of mine, you know that we practice this all the time. And if you are have watched any of my videos, I'm someone who prays every day, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day. And I'm somebody who I have a very calm countenance, very loving and motherly. And I hope that even if you don't like me, because, there's trolls on the internet. I didn't realize how many until Lada launched me, because until then, I had a private Facebook group and we were friends of friends who were very respectful and loving. I've had lifelong relationships, really good ones. So people that need a little bit of motherly energy will feel comforted in my voice and with the words I speak. I'm a mama all the way through, and now I'm a grandma in my life, and there isn't anything that has given me the most joy and the most pain than that relationship in mother. I lost my mom 28 years ago. A lot of you think, well, gosh, that's a long time ago. Some of you watching haven't even been alive that long. I'm not over it. I got the perfect mom, and she was young and she was vital and she was free, and all of a sudden an Iranian strike in the heart, she was gone of sudden death. That's possible. Strokes are possible. And I think because it's important that this last 10 days of Scorpio is a dark time on the earth and there is so much death on the globe, and that this is about the underground and that realm of final endings, the full moon in Aries, and then finally um, our final call to go back home, the death of the physical body. I think that it's really, really important that you make the choice to admit invulnerability and get into your belly button with that Venus and Sagittarius and admit that you're going to shed your dark clothes, you're going to shed your dark sunglasses, you're going to shed your shady ways and nasty agendas and calculating cons to say, hey, you know what? This isn't working. Even if you've been doing it for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, you can totally decide at the full moon in Aries to say, God gave us a full moon, a new moon in Libra, and I choose to participate. And how are you going to do that? Well, ask me. I have some ideas. So if Aries especially does this, Scorpio does this, and Capricorn does this more than any other signs, you guys are that lone wolf. You guys can be very antisocial, and you can be on me first missions. And that's true if you've got your sun, your moon, or your rising sign in Aries. So ask yourself, everybody watching, and then name your three um, malefic people that are playing Uranus, Pluto, and uh, Mars, and decide for yourself. There's some good energy for some really good soul searching right now. Decide yourself, is this person I'm involved with on a me first mission? Am I left in the dust 10 feet behind? Does anyone ever consider what I feel? Are they bleeding my wallet and bleeding my heart? Because those things really matter. And I mean, if you feel visceral feelings about someone, and those of us that are highly sensitive do that with strangers, God gifted us this extra telepathic energy so that we can help heal some of the things that are going on. But right now, it's mostly who we know, because Taurus and Scorpio are such a personal and intimate access. So that I'm talking about family, guys. I'm talking about your boyfriend, your lover. I'm talking about your spouse. and those people that you intimately spend 40-hour work weeks with. So, if you indeed are gonna come to what I suggest and decide I don't want to be a lone wolf anymore, I need to see a therapist about why I'm so antisocial, why I mistrust everyone, why I automatically decide people cheat, steal, and rob, and that everybody's a no good son of a gun and I have to hoard all my money and protect all my stuff. Scorpio, Aries, and Capricorn. Taurus, you too can be possessive. I'm you, I know us. So if any of this has contaminated your lifestyle and your life for decades, it's not too late to make a sacrifice. Sacrifice your solo missions. Admit that you like someone else and you really like to share your life with them. Thank your inner warrior. When that full moon in Aries comes, have a little full moon celebration and say, oh my God, I love that I'm a warrior. I love that I have this kind of passion. And yet I need to recognize that I'm not such a big deal if I don't have anyone to love and care for. That I haven't been so nice to my parents. That I have been an intrusive mother in law or a nosy mom or a whatever. Anything those, what do you call those, helicopter moms, or if anyway you're being a control freak. Control freaks are very Plutonian, and sneaky stalkers and criminals are very Scorpionic, doing all that stuff in the dark. If you're having affairs, if you have a sexual addiction and you're constantly going behind the back of the people, the person you love the most, and you know this, but there's something inside of you that drives you and compels you to be with dirty people, people behind the scenes, clandestines, the stripper, the prostitute, the call girl. This stuff's real, and it brings so much contamination and danger to families and marriages. So check yourself. Try to bless goodbye on that full moon mission on the 20th of October in Aries and come around to the light, where Libra still is as I make this video, but is quickly going into Scorpio. So, like I said, Venus is on fire. We love her in Sagittarius. All of you that have strong Sagittarian stellium, Sun, Moon, Rising sign in Sagittarius, you will feel more beautiful and you'll indeed be more beautiful physically when this power comes. Antares, the warrior star that is with her near that galactic center, is really going to help mankind amp up their ethical behavior. That's a good thing. We like that. So right after Halloween's over and right after all that darkness, we're going to catch those thugs, those thieves, those stalkers, those murderers, that mayhem. And exciting with me, don't forget, I I started when Lada launched me to do celebrity webinars. I'm now going to do them at large. You'll get to see them. Everyone will get to see them. You won't have to pay for them. So you can jump on board and get the popcorn out and watch. And speaking of popcorn, the energy that we have in this fire snorting bull, because the bulls of the horns are on fire, is this: the unstable population will be popping like popcorn kernels in hot oil. Make no mistake. All of a sudden, out of the blue, some kind of crazy threat, remark, caustic accusation will be flying. So, rage too. And rage in that feeling that I told you just gut punches me, of those horns being lit like, I don't know what they put on them, of some sort of gasoline or something horrible that really, I mean, that's the bull's brain. That's just so rotten and so, just so devilish, evil. It's pure evil. So, just like that bull, this hot energy is gonna be crazy. So, don't do that. And if you're the person that's a smart ass, that's sick and enjoying upsetting everybody, you need to change your mask and get clean and be nice. So I'm asking all of you to cool off. The reason in an astrological equation is that the sun is square Saturn and Uranus, and square, oh my God, um, all the Leos and the Aquarians and the Tauruses, because Uranus is in Taurus squaring, opposing Scorpio. People like me that are ethical and believe in the law and like order and are living the light absolutely hate and despise the shock of the sneaky, scaly, slimy, scumbag snake, Two-Faced. But Two-Faced is a deal. Deceit, ask for exact proof. Say, show me receipts. If somebody approaches you with a scheme, don't believe it. And I would be very careful with my money right now, guys. There's a lot of scamming going on. I got one today on Amazon saying that somebody bought an iPhone on my Amazon account and called them back. Um, so this forecast is for all signs that deception is high, that we need to ask for receipts, we need to ask for proof. Show me your credentials, I need to see your badge. You can't just come here. Keep the people at bay. The law is on your side no matter what you're going through. And that Venus in Sagittarius is absolutely saying, so slow your roll, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Think twice before you speak. Like I've said in the last weekly scopes for this month, measure twice, cut once. Define those malefic people in your life. Expect them to act like idiots. If you know people that are already egocentric and thinking about themselves before you might want to rethink why you live with them, love with them, talk to them, work with them. And if you need me, here, come find me. I'm happy to do readings. I offer astrology consultation on Lada's channel. For an hour we meet and we discuss the stars in the sky right now, how life is for you here and now. Everybody that's ordered their birth chart for meeting is eligible for that kind of consult, so use me. I am working like crazy and I am loving my life. If you want to learn astrology, you know how to do that too. So I encourage you to stay out of the rodeo. I encourage you to name those malefic people. And I encourage you to decide if that's how you've lived your life, to make a big change and have a little full moon celebration, to say goodbye to the old selfish me, who's all about me and all about my things and all about what I want and unable to listen to others. There's good therapists out there. Get yourself some help. And then for the rest of us that are Venusian, all of Libras, and now you Sagittarius get to feel this. Um, all of you that are Jupiterian and ruled by Pisces um, are going to love this incredible energy when Venus is at the belly button of our universe. So pierce your belly button, something Venusian. Take your copper and your minerals. Eat really well. Like Crossy said, chili peppers, that's also vasodilators, are excellent if you need some motivation. And just choose not to be a snothead. Choose not to be abusive. Choose not to be mean. Choose to be holy. And there was a really cool thing when my girls were growing up and in the church. They had bracelets that said WWJD. If those are out there, go order them again or make yourself one. WWJD. What would Jesus do? Would he say that? Would he act like that? Would he do that? Because if he wouldn't, don't do it. All right. I know that I'm a little preachy. I hope you don't mind that. So don't forget to let us know what your three keys are and if you're feeling this energy, which side of it you're on. Are you a lone wolf? Do you desire company? Have you acknowledged in the vulnerability of yourself that we all need a lover, a partner? We all need best friends. We all need a group to belong to. And by the way, I wrote that down, so let me get into that. So blessed, if you're on a Me First mission and you want to say goodbye to it, think your inner warrior. It can stay with you in quiet confidence. And instead, get attached. Join a group, join, there's astrology groups all over the internet. But this is real-time energy because Venus is in Sagittarius. So play sports, play a new sport, go get active. If Sagittarians love a good debate. So join a political debate or go debate or start a debate group. And alliances, sports teams, friendships, make new friends. Go try it. Just start doing it. If you find somebody who's really cute that you desire, ask them out. Call them on the phone. Offer your phone number. Whisper, do you know that I always have on you? So you guys take good care. Thank you so much for joining me. And all of you new people that I am meeting because of Miss Lotta. Thank you so much. I love you guys. There are some wonderful people out there, and I feel very, very privileged to be part of a team of some incredible people at astrolotta.com. I love them. You'll enjoy them. If you, like me, don't want to be around Halloween characters and creatures, like someone like me who's not out at night very often, you can totally binge during these quiet times while the earth is getting darker on some good astrology. Lotta has offered plenty of it, and I hope I have too. So comment below and tell me also if you've seen Riding Lightning and Fire Snorting. Well, the other video that I made for my Three Keys channel is A Tale of Two Scorpios. Any of you that are in that Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius fixed cross, check that out. If any of your three keys are in Scorpio, all of you that are born, I would go 84, 83, all the way through to 93, even up to 99. Go check that video out. And there's a really sad video called Scorpio Secrets about a real thing. So check those out. They're kind of Halloweeny and talk about that dark energy. People that are secretive, people that do clandestine, um, live a clandestine life. Not only in that Geminian complex that we talked about when I analyzed Robert Maxwell and my celebrity twist, when I talked about twisted fate and the chains that bind them on Lotta's channel. Um, that Geminian complex can be totally divided right now too. So if you have any of your keys, three keys, sun, moon, or rising sign in Gemini, you can be a little bit tugging around in this energy too. And as always, I encourage you to remember that God's got this. If you keep your spirit, soul, and aligned with Christ, with Jesus, with our Creator, you will overcome your problems. You'll know how to resolve. You'll be cooperative and you'll be kind and loving. You can't help it. That Venusian energy at the belly button of the whole universe is pouring the energy for us to ingress into the age of Aquarius. So thank your inner warrior. Keep her or him to do the ethical thing, to do the right thing, to help lift society and populations to a place where I pray that I live to see a planet on earth where God takes the meanness out of mankind, where mankind's not able to speak ugly, not able to hurt other people's feelings, and not able to be engaged in the ego. I know that's a big dream, but after all, Venus is at the umbilical cord, at the very belly button of the universe. So if you share that energy and that prayer with me, it can absolutely explode, and it is very possible. So just think about that. If Venus is nothing but pure love, and the belly button of the universe is our life source, and it is at 27 degrees Sagittarius, we absolutely can aspire to be in with the miracle that God created each of us, that we can see each other, that women can give birth. We can absolutely give birth to better speech, better kindness, and a more evolved people. It's actually, they're being born right now. And I'm telling you right now, some really good people are being born when Venus is in near the galactic center within 10 degrees. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for your kindness. Don't mind my hair, it's rainy. For some people are nastily commenting on my hair. Um, I mean, if that's who you are, go right ahead. But it's windy where I live. The leaves are falling. It's been raining. The humidity is high. And I'm Italian and I'm Irish, so my hair gets a little fuzzy. But that's not why I'm doing videos. If you think I'm pretty, thank you. But I'm doing videos because of knowledge, because I analyze, because I love research, because I'm educated. It's not for the way I look. So spare your words, mean trolls. Spare them. It doesn't matter. If you're too blind to see my heart, find a different astrologer. Take care, everyone. I love you guys. Be careful, be safe, and do not join mobs. Be careful if you're out at night these last few days, and keep protecting your good health. Vitamin C, Listerine, vitamin D3, and zinc, plus all the minerals amazingly beef the immune system. And so does nice chicken soup with some cayenne pepper. That really opens up your capillaries and gets you moving. And I want good health, wealth, and prosperity for you, especially in all of your relationships. Bye for now. Take care.